so this is Laplace Inverse. I taught you guys the Laplace transformation, right? So next is Laplace Inverse. It's also not difficult here. We know that if we have it's a recap a bit of the Laplace transform so that it gets it quickly in the inverse, the simple part here. So if you have a question like 1 over s minus 2, 1 over s minus 2, we know this is the Laplace transformation of which one? It's the Laplace transformation of e raised to the power 2t, because I taught you that if you have e raised to the power at, it's going to be equal to what? 1 over s minus what? A. Is it clear? So we'll tell you to find the Laplace inverse of this. So the Laplace inverse of this is this. That means you the way any benya way into you invest in a way be my way. Is it clear? So the Laplace inverse, this is how they write it. You know that inverse is something like 1 at the top, right? Raise the power negative 1. So Laplace inverse of 1 over s minus 2 is going to be equal to what? How did we get this? We got this from what? E raised to the power 2t, from this expression, as simple as ABC. Is it clear? We are getting straight into the complex parts, so get this in your head. Is it clear? So if you have another expression of they tell you to find the Laplace inverse of s over s squared plus 9. Is it clear? S over s squared plus 9. What's the Laplace inverse of this? How did we get this? You know that this is the course way to find it here. The Laplace of trigonometry. If you check the other videos, it's inside. So this one is a cos in the formula. So cos what? Cos. This is, you know that for the cos, this is squared, this is also squared, right? So the breakdown of the 9 squared, which two numbers a perfect square here? That will get you the 9. It's 3, right? 3, 3, 9. So cos what? 3t. Understood? You know when I write 90, if you write 90, then here has what? 81. Is it clear? So you gauge it out to get it out, the 9. How did you get the 9? Is the square, kind of say, the square root of 9. Is it clear? Is it that's it here? So you get cos 3t. Is it clear? Okay. So if you have another example, Laplace inverse of 4 over s squared plus 16. How did we get this? This one represents the what? The sine way. So it's sine what? The top will give you the clue already. Top number will clue that the top is 4. You know the sine 80, or you can use it down. The perfect square of this one is, I mean, two numbers that will get you the 16 is 4. So 4, 4, 16. So sine what? 40. This is the simple part here. So for this, we'll be going back to the partial fraction. Okay, so don't forget partial fraction for the Laplace inverse. So this is the simple part of it. He will ask you, or they will ask you the way they found this typical example. Okay, sinomusinya way in every way. So the Laplace inverse is like, keep it in your head, sinomusinya answer no. On best all stress, sinomusinya answer. On no your work, no sinomusinya answer no. How did they get the answer? They use what? These forms to get the answer. This is the first part of the Laplace inverse. You are come to start. Okay, so let's get to the complex one here. Determine the Laplace transformation of this 5s plus 1 over s squared minus s minus 12 here. Determine the Laplace transformation of this. Please don't mind my handwriting here. Come on. Okay, so first and foremost, this is what you do. Okay, for this one, you see that it has no expression like what I taught you previously. Okay, it's a whole different thing. So for the Laplace transformation of this, just relax, check the question. Okay, let's take out the fraction part. Fraction part in the PP. Now share fraction denominator no. On say a quadratic equation. So the base is a quadratic equation. You simplify the quadratic equation. Okay, so after simplifying the quadratic equation, let's solve it step by step. So solution. We simplify the base or the denominator. Make it denominator here. So we have s squared minus x minus what? 12. Are we clear? When you simplify this on your calculator, you get s is equal to 4 and s is equal to -3. Like what I taught you previously, positive on the calculator, you create your expression to become negative, okay? So when you 4 and negative, you get positive 4 and negative 3, is it clear? So you punch it, like take a calculator as you're watching the video, you punch along so that you understand it more, yeah? So you get s to be equal to positive 4. So we write our expression as what? S minus 4. So that when we solve this, we'll get what? The positive 4. And the next one, it said s is equal to negative 3. So we create an expression that when we solve, we get what? Negative 3. So we get what? S plus what? 3. Understood? We have simplified the base. We have simplified the base. So if you are done, we'll come and rewrite, substitute the simplified base into the question. Answer the nyama base, no. You never check question. You will solve no partial way, no. Matthias, yeah. So this is the base. We have solved it quadratically, and we got this. The base is a quadratic equation, okay, and we got this. So you're going to put this one back into the fraction. So putting it back, we get what? We get 5s plus 1 all over what? S minus 4 s plus what? 3. Understood this part? Is it clear? You see what we have there? Now we've gotten this expression. Now we'll change this into a what? A partial fraction. Changing this into a partial fraction, we'll introduce the a and the b. Is it clear? In the partial fraction, also here, a and b. That thing we solved level 100, that you see some a and some b's and some things in there. Yeah, so simplify or change into a what? A partial fraction. A will take this plus b will take this is equal to the question. I'm taking this again. A over this plus b over this is equal to the what? The whole question. That's how you express it into a what? A partial fraction. So express into what? Into partial fraction. Are we clear? So we go a over s minus 4 plus b over what? S plus 3 is equal to what? The whole question. 5s plus 1 all over s squared minus s minus what? 12. Understood this part? Simple as ABC. So please check it. Take your time and watch. If you are confused, you can pause and then watch it step by step. Okay. Now the next step, solving it a partial way. We don't need the quadratic unexpressed part. Part 9 and solving a quadratic here. So the question for the partial form changes into this. The a takes this and the b takes this. You cross exchange. Okay, you cross exchange. So it becomes what? A into brackets s plus 3 plus b into brackets s minus 4 is equal to 5s plus 1, because earlier I said you don't need the unexpressed quadratic. Okay, are we clear? Now for partial fraction, we can't go back. Partial fraction means you are going to find the value of a and b, okay, and you are going to solve it in such a way that you make one go to one becomes 0 and then the other two becomes what? 0. Then you substitute the final answers inside to get the other. So it's like you are killing one to get one, and after you are done, come and kill the other one to get the other one. What I say? You are eliminating one to get one. What I say? Okay, so for the first part, we can say we have to find for what? B, okay. So for B, it means you have to make a 0. Is it clear? For B, we have to make a what? 0. For B, you have to make a 0. For A, you have to make B 0. Vice versa. So pause and then listen. For B, we have to make a 0. How do we make a 0? You see, here is positive 3. Number being here, so the best high, the bracket want to be 0. Much as here, we want A to become A to leave the equation. Okay, so what do we put inside the S to make a 0? It's negative 3. Is it clear? If here was supposed to be negative 3, you have to put what? Positive 3. But because it's positive 3, put what? Negative 3. So where S is equal to negative 3, you substitute it throughout the whole equation. You don't do it for one part, you do it for all. So take your time and watch, okay? Take your time and watch. You get a into bracket negative 3 plus 3 plus b into bracket negative 3 negative 4 is equal to 5 into bracket negative 3 plus 1. Understood? So this expression will go away. So we get what? B into bracket negative 3 negative 4. 3 4 right, 4 5 6 7. So we get negative 7. The focus. Negative 7 is equal to 5 3 negative 15 plus what? 1. Understood? Okay, so simplifying the left hand side, we get negative 7b is equal to negative 15 plus 1. We get what? Negative 14. And I'm a boy, yeah, negative 14. And divide both sides by what? Negative 7. This part by what? Negative 7. This will cancel this. So the b is going to be equal to what? Positive 2. 7 will become 1. It become 14 how many times? 2 times. So b becomes what? 2. You see the step I used to solve for the b. Take your time and go through. You do the same for the a, but the video will be very, very long, okay? The reason why I don't post this, like, when the video becomes long, it's the size is like big gigs, what I say. So I'm sure someone has budgeted a little just to watch something, and then you can't do plenty gig just to watch one of my videos. So I try to make a bit short. So ocean on that also one hand. You get it. If you like, I'm pushing you. When you get to the way, I just leave you, then you continue because you can do it. That's why I don't do a whole lot of videos of late, because me we're not gigging here. So you see the steps I used to find for the b. Do the same for the a. At the end, your a has to be equal to what? 3. Is it clear? At the end, your a has to be equal to what? 3. Are we good? So the a we got 3 and the b we got 2. So you can put it back into this one. So the Laplace transformation of this is a ni 3 and a b ni 2. Is it clear? Then come and simplify it using the different root expression. Know that you got different answers for the roots. Back to the, you see the roots are different. Is it clear? So since you got different answers for the root, you know that the expression is y is equal to ae m1x plus be m2x. But this time around, what is your a? Your a is 3. So 3e, the m1 will be what you saw here. You have to get positive 4, right? 4t plus, sorry, here has to be t. Sorry, yeah. Okay, plus the base here has to be what? Negative 3. What did you get for the b? 2e negative 3t. So the Laplace inverse of this question is this. It's not difficult at all. Just be speed it up, okay? Solving it, you speed it up and check what you are doing, okay? Yeah, my calculator is not here with me. I'll teach you some simple steps to just get your answers from this part, okay? So first and foremost, you simplify the base, which looks like a quadratic. After simplifying the base, you come and solve it partially, introducing a, b, c, or d. It can be long sometimes, yeah? We'll solve another question like that. Then if you are done, you just cross exchange. After cross exchange, you make one go back. Now find it back. Now I'm back. Now they are finding their own name. When you read, then whatever share expression, we are now go back to different roots. Sometimes you might get the same root expression. Honestly, you know the formula to use, right? Then just substitute it inside. If you are confused, just take your time, watch it over and over and over. You go back. Is it clear? So first and foremost, you simplify base. Since there are 2, you have a and b. If it's 3, a, b, and c equal to the question, then come and let go of this one. Equate it to the numerator. Kill 1 to find 1. After you are done finding that one, you kill the opposite, vice versa, to find the other one, and then you are good to go. Is it clear? We'll solve the